Hello, YouTube. Two things I want to discuss tonight. Well, maybe three. See how much time I have. One, all the drywall is actually up in my bathroom. Two, my mutter slash taper was not happy with me, but he understands considering $24.92 is what a single sheet of greenback costs. So I don't know, blueback, greenback, whatever drywall you choose in your area. Mold resistant, but that's what they run. He's gonna come back in another day or two. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, you'll have Corona. To do more butting and taping in this room. But one thing I did want to talk to you guys about is there's a lot of my followers or subscribers or whatever you want to go with that are quote unquote preppers. Great. My wife calls me a crazy prepper all the time. Except for when I have toilet paper for her when she runs out. All of a sudden, I'm not a crazy prepper. It's, hey, do you have these things for me? It's kind of funny how that works, but whatever. But the one thing I do want to point out to you guys, and we're just going to look down here on the floor. We're going to see all these different parts. Those are parts that I need. Now, do you have the parts you need? Great. Do you have the stuff you need? Great. But do you know where they are? Because I know I have some parts that I bought and I can't find them. Let's be honest. Prepper is just this side of synonymous with hoarder. We buy things and we don't file it away properly. Some of us do. But for the most part, we don't know where a lot of our crap is. I do get a kick out of the fact that I remember a video of Praxis making a video about talking, hey, I need this scientific calculator for my daughter. Oh, turns out I already bought one. But he didn't know where it was. So the same kind of idea with these little parts, guys. This is kind of a bad example for instance, water parts. I do, any of you who know me know that I work with a water company quite often for doing random stuff. So I grab parts from him. He grabs parts from me all the time. And that's not a great big deal. It all works out in the wash. But for instance, electrical parts, which don't get used up that often here, but I spent a half hour looking for a box of plugs that I knew I owned, and I buy them in great big boxes. I think there's like 12 or something to a box, just how I wire with the barns and the shop and the house and everything. And I have electrical background, so I know how to do all that stuff. But it's great to have the stuff, but if you don't know where it is, it's just as good as not having it. And if you just keep grabbing all this stuff thinking, I'm going to use it one day, I'm going to use it one day. Nope, you're not. It's just going to get packed away and no one's going to find it. Long past to when you're dead. And I can guarantee that for the simple fact that I grew up with auction sales. My father was an auctioneer. I also did auctions. And guess what? Do you have any idea how much stuff I sold off brand new that was severely out of date? Nope, we don't use it that often anymore. Why'd they buy 15 of these things? The reason they bought 15 of them is because they did use it. And they went, we need it. And then they forgot where that was. So they bought another one. And they bought an extra one. And then when someone comes in and has to take up all your life and pile it into a bunch of crap to sell off to somebody else, They go, oh, there's a light switch, there's a light switch, there's a light switch, there's a light switch, because you kept it all in 7 different places. And I sell it off in one group. It's horrible, but that's kind of how it goes, guys. Just all I can say is, one, get your stuff together. Even if you put all your water stuff, which I'm just as guilty as the next man. I'm slowly getting this stuff together, but put all your water stuff in one spot, put all your electrical stuff in another spot, put all your screws, your bolts. Like, there's a reason a bolt bin works, guys. All your bolts are in one spot. Just try to get your stuff together. Now, we've reached, about 6 minutes on my videos, so I'm pretty sure 90% of my viewers aren't watching anymore. But what I did want to talk about was a small political thing. Out of my 10% that's left, let's say 2% of you actually care. Hi, Hooples, because you're Canadian. And this is Canadian. Well, you're kind of Canadian. I'll give you hashtag Canadian status. I do love your accent, buddy. My Prime Minister, who has been found, don't quote me on this, 3 times to break our ethics violations and still is in charge, instead of allowing a commission being voted in to look into corruption, went, well, you're saying that's a vote of non-confidence in our government. Now, the Conservatives are not strong enough to have any level of a vote of non-confidence. They're just weak right now. They just got a new leader. But they, with some careful wording, they changed a lot of stuff around and made it so instead of just, we want to have a commission to look into this horrible corruption. Anyone who's interested, the WE scandal is a big one. That's the biggest one right now. There's also a type in Trudeau and scandal, and you're in the state. If you're in the States, your Google will fly with 100 pages. If you're in Canada, it'll be like, nope, that doesn't happen. Not that Google doesn't restrict anything that we watch. But, so it became a vote of non-confidence, and they won, the Liberals. And so now they're not looking into it at all. Personally, as a Canadian, I'm a little pissed. Sorry, 18 and older. I used a bad word. But what I can say, guys, is I know politically everywhere is screwed up right now. But it's not going to get any better. I'm not saying this for some sort of call to action or anything, but jeepers. I'm a little scared as to how North America and the Western culture is going as a whole. If we can allow, sorry, everyone's got Corona now again. Stuff like what is going on in my country to continue. By the way, the tub is sitting here. It's not hooked up, but it's sitting here. Isn't it lovely? Have a good night, guys. I would love to know your views on some things. And also, what do you think about my kinfolk being able to just allow this to keep going? Granted, I am not sitting in Ottawa banging on doors and sitting with a sign either. So I can't really complain because I'm not out there trying to stop it either. But it's a little scary when you look at how things are going in Western culture, period. I mean, my American brethren has a ton of riots, and my Canadian brethren are just sitting here twiddling their thumbs. It's a little scary to me. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.